And we are live. Good evening and welcome to the podcast. We've got a special thing for you here tonight. I'm going to introduce you to a good friend of ours, and it's David at OMC Warehouse. Let's bring him on here so we can meet him. How you doing, David?
Hey, good. How you doing, Mike? Thanks for having me on.
Well, my pleasure. It's good to have you on here. Just so you know, you are our first live person to come on here live on the podcast. So this is really exciting.
Terrific. I'm excited.
Well, good. Me too. I think this is going to be great. And from what we've been talking about behind the scenes, you've got a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff to show us. So while you turn your camera around, I'm going to set it up so you can be on there full screen.
Okay, just one moment.
Sure.
Okay, you let me know if that's working, Mike.
That's looking really good. And yeah, I'll just hand it over to you. This is your show now. Go ahead and show us what you got.
Very good. Welcome, everybody. I know it looks like a mess, but this is my vintage store for mostly Johnson Evernude snowmobile parts. But I have parts for other machines too, mostly vintage. A couple nice original machines here. This is the first Johnson I picked up. It's kind of what started it all. This business started as a collection, and it grew from there. It's been 12 years going now. So I'm going to take you for a walk around the office here, and I got several buildings, and I've turned lights on in the ones that do have lights, so we'll just give you a bit of a tour here. Got lots of organizing to do, as you can see.
Sure. Lots of good looking stuff in there, though.
Yep, a little bit of everything. New parts, used parts. If there's something you guys need, just leave a comment and I'll see if I have it for you.
Sure. Now let me see if I understand, David. Is it exclusively OMC parts that you have, or is it a little bit of everything from different brands from over the years? Or
I have a little bit of everything. You know, some stuff I acquired through buying Johnson Evernude parts. You know, you gotta take everything to get what you want.
Sure.
Yeah, there's a fair share of Skidoo stuff, Scorpion. You know, Polaris, Arctic Cat. There's a little bit for everything. I'll take you for a walk out back here.
Nice.
And then we'll come back in the office later on and I'm going to start one of those snowmobiles.
Yes, I'm anxious to see that. Now, how long have you been doing this, David?
Since 2008, but it's actually been a business since 2010.
Gotcha. Okay. So for the first couple of years, it was probably a hobby, and then it picked up enough momentum to do it as a business?
Exactly right. Yep. And so here's a couple Cushman Tracksters.
Wow.
I have 3 of these and plenty of parts for them. So I'm one of the few suppliers of parts for these machines, which were built from 1970 to 1975 in Lincoln, Nebraska. Built by Cushman, operated under OMC at the time.
Gotcha. So OMC owned that?
Yes.
And is that, I'm trying to see underneath there, is that almost like a skid steer sort of configuration with a twin track?
That's correct. Yep.
Wow. Very cool. So that can turn on a dime, I would think.
Oh yeah, they can sit and spin. Yep.
Nice.
So this one I just got going and posted it for sale.
Yep.
It's missing the headlights and a gas tank, but other than that, she'll be ready to go. Here's a 1970 Johnson ski horse.
Very nice.
Wide track, electric start.
Yep.
All original. This one I picked up the west side of Michigan about this time last year.
Yep.
And I travel all over to pick up these machines. And I buy them just because I enjoy them, but some of them will be listed for sale.
Sure.
Here's a 69 Johnson ski horse. Wide track, J2093. All original.
Yeah, that's a nice condition too. That seat looks really nice.
Oh, yeah.
The engine, everything looks real clean under there.
All right, we're going to take a walk behind to another building with just parts in it. I'll give you one last glance over here.
Sure.
In this
That box with the Bombardier loader, the box with the Bombardier logo, is that what's in there? Is that Bombardier parts? Or
this is a brand new Skidoo MX hood.
Very nice.
Like,
that's from the early 80s?
Yeah, I believe so. Metallic beige.
Very nice.
And yeah, so I do have a few new hoods that I acquired through a buyout in Nebraska a couple months ago. There was a lot of Skidoo stuff, not so much OMC, but mostly Skidoo and Scorpion.
Okay.
It's going to be a bit of a dark walk here, but
That's all right. And I'll ask you to continue your thought. I didn't mean to cut you off there. You were in the middle of a thought. I wonder if you could pick up where that was.
I must have lost it, Mike. I apologize.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, I think we had a glitch.
Okay, just more parts in here.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I know it's a little dark in here, but
that's all right.
Here's a couple more hoods that I recently got that I believe that's for Scorpion.
Yeah. Looks like a whip hood.
Yep. Another one down there. So
nice.
I know it's kind of hard to see, you can't really see everything I have. A lot of things are in boxes, but if it's for a Johnson or Evernude, there's a good chance I have it.
Very nice.
Okay, we're going to go back into the office here and start up this machine.
Yes.
This 71 ski horse narrow track. It's the first Johnson I got back in, I want to say November 2008. I picked that up. 2008.
So this is one of the sleds that got this all started for you.
Yep, that's right. This is what started the sickness.
Nice.
Right here.
Now, you mentioned that you travel to pick up some of these items. It sounds like you're in Highland, Michigan. What's the furthest you would travel to pick things up if someone has things for sale?
Oh, gosh. The furthest I probably traveled was to Butte, Montana.
Wow.
Yep. Quite a ways from here, maybe 26 hours or so one way.
Wow. And it's probably a situation where the more items someone has, the more worth your while it is to travel a long distance for it.
Yeah, I usually try to make a few stops, grab a few things if I'm going to go that far.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Okay, we're going to fire this thing up here. I'm going to have somebody hold the camera for me, guys. Just a moment.
Sure. Are you watching it? Yeah, that runs really nice. That started right up too. You take it.
First pull every time.
Nice. I love it. Yeah, that's really cool. I bet the essence of two-stroke.
I know you guys can't smell it. You're missing out.
I wish I could. I love the essence of two-stroke. Hey, while you were doing that, Jeff Nix came on with a question for us. He's wondering if you have any early 70s Panther parts, and he also said awesome to watching the startup of that snowmobile.
Oh, great. Yeah, let him know if he can send me some part numbers. That would help.
Sure.
And I can take a look for him.
Definitely. And Jeff, if you're still watching, what kind of parts specifically did you have in mind? We can ask David right now in real time, and he may have an answer for us. So
I
yeah,
will say that if it's generic stuff, like belts, carb kits, I have those for a lot of different models. When it gets down to more specific stuff, yeah, pictures and part numbers would certainly help because I'm more of a Johnson Evinrude guy.
Sure. But you do come across that kind of stuff from time to time?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got a good mix of stuff, and, it's a bit hard for me to identify some of the other stuff. So, yeah, whatever more information you can give me, Jeff, that would be great.
Nice.
Here's a machine that's storing for a gentleman in Illinois. Just rebuilt the motor. It's a 70 JX 440.
Very nice. If you can turn the volume down, though. Sorry, I've got someone in the room watching it on their cell phone who is having to turn the volume down. But very cool. And yeah, Jeff, if you're still watching this, if you do have any questions for David, there's a phone number there on the screen, or you can click the link in the description. That'll take you to David's Facebook page. And those are both good ways to reach out to him.
Now I'm going to see if I can find a light and maybe show you guys some of the other rooms that I have. Yeah, I'm not sure how much longer I'll be able to go because silly me has a low battery on my phone.
Gotcha. No worries at all. Whenever you feel like you need to wind it down, let me know.
So we're working on kind of condensing all this stuff and getting shelving for it. Here's a couple more new hoods. Can hardly see it. I'll have to get some light out here, but
yeah.
There's a new Skidoo hood, I think for a 96 or 97 MXZ. And this was the box for it.
Nice.
This is a little unit with just a few parts in here.
Mm-hmm.
Another pull behind sleigh and a couple Evinrude rotaries.
Very nice, yeah.
For the poor lighting guys, just trying to give you an idea that there's more than what you see.
Nice. That'll kind of tease people for next time as to know, so that they know there's more to see here.
Definitely. Yeah. And I'll make sure I get some more lighting set up so I can really give you the full tour. I got a bunch of these pull behind sleighs. There's let me see, 4 in here, but I bet I have 10 more of them.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, and then Jeff has responded. He said he's looking for pistons and cylinders, and he's going to get back to you with some part numbers.
Okay, great. Yeah, I hope I can help him out. I'll do my best.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there anything that you might think the viewers want to see, Mike?
Not offhand. Well, going back to those those skid steer OMCs that we talked about, but I think you're in another room now. But that's all right. You don't have to go back there.
Okay. Yeah, the Cushman Tracksters, those are pretty neat, huh?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen or heard of those, so that's a new one on me. I love seeing that.
Well, wouldn't you know, they have the same motor as this one I just started up.
It's the same motor.
Yep.
No kidding.
Yep. 1970 models had a 25 horse, just like this, and the 71 through 75 models had a 30 horse motor. Nice.
Have you had a chance to have those out on the snow? Do they have good flotation?
They do. They float right over the snow. And they got, good footprint, 15-inch wide tracks. You pretty much float right over the snow. I mean, you could ride them in 4 feet of snow, and anything more than that, you're prone to get stuck. But there's guys that ride these up in the Rocky Mountains, and, where that snow really gets deep, and people love them. I mean, they're like work vehicles, so most of them are still in service.
Nice. And yeah, twin 15-inch tracks. I mean, that's a massive footprint. That's going to get you just about anywhere, I would think.
Yeah, exactly. This one right here is a 1968 Johnson ski horse wide track, electric start and reverse.
Nice. Yeah, that seat's in really nice condition. So is the tank. Actually, everything on it that I can see there is in really nice condition.
You'd be hard pressed to find a better one, Mike.
Yeah, for sure. And this sled that we're looking at now is for sale if someone is interested in it?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Nice.
I'm going to be pulling it out of here and cleaning it up a little bit. It's just dusty. And then I got some
Yep.
new fuel lines to put on it. And yep, I'll be listing it for sale. Offers entertained at this time, but I got a number in mind.
Sure. And then the ski horse is for sale as well?
Reluctantly, I'll probably be listing it for sale. Yep. Everything's for
Sure.
sale.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really nice example. And I like that underseat storage as well. They had, I remember seeing those on a lot of the early '70s sleds. That's a nice fisherman's dream right there when you have the underseat storage.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually a shame they don't still do that on the modern sleds. That'd be that would create a lot of space. And that's one of the big criticisms, I think, of the modern sleds is the lack of storage. It's too bad they couldn't figure a way to utilize that on the modern sleds.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. You can't fit cases of beer under those seats.
True. And that was part of the ice fishing experience, I dare say, back in the '70s. It was a different time.
You got that right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think if we do this video next week, I'll have some better lighting and maybe be a little bit better organized so you guys can, maybe see some of what you can't see today. Because, a lot of stuff is really just hidden. So,
Yeah.
if we start looking at some of these, I got new mufflers for 69 and 70 Johnson and Evinrude square nose wide track 25 horse models.
Wow. And that's new old stock?
Yep, new old stock.
No kidding. Wow, that's a find.
We got new track for Johnson JX and Evinrude skimmer bogey models, which these fit a lot of other sleds too. Chaparral, Scorpion.
Yeah. Very nice.
Another one right here. I think they also fit Rups.
Yeah. That is good to know. That is a gold mine of information right there. Gold mine of opportunity.
I try to keep stock on just about everything, but I think for a little bit I'd probably be done buying because I just don't have the space.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, time to turn some of that into cash.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure.
New seat covers for 71 Johnson Rampages.
Nice.
Sure wish I was better organized, but you get an idea. I mean, as bad as it looks, I have a pretty good idea where mostly everything is.
Good.
So,
and a moment ago, I saw some OMC logos on boxes. Is that all new old stock parts from? Yeah, right there.
Yep. There's probably a headlight right here.
Yeah.
Yep. These are all new cylinders down here. Bunch of manuals. I got boxes and boxes of manuals. Factory service manuals and parts catalogs.
Nice.
I got all kinds of sales literature and brochures up here. This is kind of everybody needs these, the teardrop vents for these.
Yeah, those always get broken. Yeah.
And the stainless steel, they look really good and they're thin and pliable. And you can paint them or polish them. I got 3 sets of those left.
Nice.
I was gonna just to give a close out here, just show you guys some of these books I have. So what I want to do in the next video is I'm planning to be up north near my cottage. I got a huge RV storage unit up there. It's 22 by 50 with 31 sleds in it.
Wow. Yeah.
And I'd like to do a walk around of that because I think it'd be a bit more entertaining than this. But
yeah, for sure. I would love to see that. And I'm sure our viewers would as well. Some old brochures.
Yep, some old original literature here.
Yeah,
mostly
74.
Johnson and Evinrude stuff.
Yeah.
This is just showing you the decal kit for 76, the commemorative Eagle, which I do
Yeah.
have. I do have one of those new in the package here, complete with the stars.
No kidding.
Instructions.
Spirit of 76. That was a good year, wasn't it?
That was Johnson Evernude's last year making sleds.
Wow.
Oh yeah, just a bit of everything in here. As you can see, I kind of got out of hand with collecting. I'd like to hang up a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
But I got brochures for every year, Johnson Evernude, and most of them for Snow Cruiser. Here's some cool Walt Ditson drawings that I was told there was only they're a set of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
5. I was told there was only 150 sets made, drawn by Walt Ditson. He was a friend of the owner of Johnson Motors.
Yeah.
And these are snowmobile safety drawings. Looks like they had some fun with them.
Yeah. And you've got the complete set of 5.
I got the complete set of 5 in pristine condition. I spent $400 to have them framed.
Wow. Very nice. Snow safe, Johnson Motors. That is cool.
You won't see too many of these. I've only ever seen 2 other sets, and I've been collecting, a dozen years. So
yeah, these are the only ones I've ever seen. That's pretty obscure, and obscure means valuable, I would think.
Yeah, they'd be hard to let go. I think they kind of tie the room together.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, it's a pleasure being on with you, Mike, and I hope everybody enjoyed. I'm probably going to have to get off, and I got a little bit of work to do yet here.
Sure. Well, yes, I appreciate you coming on, and looking forward to doing this on a regular basis. This is really good stuff here.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to turn my camera around here. I just want to once again thank you, Mike, for having me on. And if there's anything else I can do to help, just let me know. I'd be happy to come on again for you.
Outstanding. Yeah, and the pleasure is mine as well. It's great to have you on as our first live participant here, and looking forward to doing this on a regular basis. And we'll be in touch via email here probably tomorrow, and just kind of have a chat on that about our next steps.
Very good. Looking forward to it. Thanks again, Mike.
All right, David. Have a nice evening.
All right, everybody.
Thanks for coming on.